Hello everyone, this is Gundam Ace, aka John Hooper, and here with my streaming of Rebellion Secret Game Second Stage. When we last left off, the players were all working together to fill their first stage clear conditions, and they were waiting for the end of the game to arrive, which should have been on the end of the 6th day. However, they never received a 24-hour notice at midnight on the 6th day, and so Shuhei, Haruna, and Yuna realized to their horror that the managers have no intention of letting them finish the game in the first stage, and are willing to drag it out as long as possible until they finally cave in and kill someone to trigger the second stage. So now they're trying to survive off whatever food they can get, the wheat right now, on the field, while also trying to find an escape route, but they haven't had luck with that. Also, they finally decide to reluctantly let Kurokawa and Daisuke free, and Kurokawa seemed to be compliant for the time being, although he still has plenty of shade, and Daisuke tried to walk off and do his own thing, but fortunately Haruna kept him in check, so for now it seems like it's good. But yeah, that's where we left off, so we're going to pick up there where the group is still wondering how to survive with the situation the way it is now. Sorry, one second. Okay. And then it dawned on the start of the 7th day. On this day, players were divided into 3 groups. Mariko, Majima, Kodomi, and Hitomi were in charge of taking the wheat that dried yesterday and grinding it down. Virtually everyone else went searching through the field for mushrooms and edible plants like they had the day before. And meanwhile, Mitsuru Shirosaki, who had been the person who ever since the second day of the game had been paired with the person he looked up to, was fishing at the river. He'd been dangling his line down the river ever since before noon, as he wasn't getting the results he'd been hoping for. Hold on a second. Alright, so here we go. Since he wasn't getting the results he was looking for, he's now using a net basket to try to catch fish. And Hatsune was supporting him by the side. Come on, let's catch a lot. If we catch a lot, we'll be able to have a wonderful party of udon, mushrooms, mushroom soup, and fish tonight. You really are a hard worker, huh, Hatsune? Yep, because that'll make everyone happier. Hatsune really is amazing. Impressed with Hatsune's vigor, Mitsuru reflected on the days up until now. In the first 3 days since the start of the game, it had been one terrifying event after the next, and he honestly didn't feel like he was living at all. But in the days since the 14 players had grouped together in the abandoned village, the whole affair had been like a dream to Mitsuru. You could say it was perhaps like a dream to Mitsuru. He didn't know how many times he exchanged smile with Hatsune, the girl who had once saved his life. Every time Hatsune put her trust in him, Mitsuru felt a sense of living that he never had up until now. Those were truly happy days. But deep down, Mitsuru felt a growing sense of dread for the longer the bliss lasted. Mitsuru, is something wrong? Does your tummy hurt or something? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I was just feeling a little anxious, that's all. Anxious? But it doesn't look like we have to worry about food anymore. And Kurokawa and Daisuke are behaving themselves for now. Well, yeah, that's true, but... From what he observed yesterday, it seemed that Yuna was observing Kurokawa, while Haruna was observing Daisuke. It's probably under Fuji's orders. Of course, Mitsuru didn't plan on saying anything about that. And when you consider the personalities of those two, he thought it was the right decision. So that wasn't what Mitsuru felt sorry, let me try again. So that wasn't what Mitsuru was anxious about. What Mitsuru was concerned about was how, even though they'd gone to the 7th day of the game, it's still the end was no sign of coming any closer. And there was one more thing. The words Shuhei had spoken that were running through his mind. If someone kills another, there's a possibility that our clear conditions will change into those that promote killing. Shuhei said that to Kurokawa on the 2nd day of the game. So what answer would he get if he put those two facts together? What if the final day of the game can't happen if the situation stays the way it is? Just when Mitsuru heard that, a voice called out to him from nearby. Seriously, Mitsuru? Are you sure you're okay? If you're not feeling well, you can go on and take a rest.
Eh?
Huh? Mitsuru looked up to see Hatsune looking at him with concern. Mitsuru hastily forced a smile, thinking to himself that he couldn't worry Hatsune any further.
大丈夫だよ、初音ちゃん。この先何が起こっても、絶対に君は僕が守ってみせるから。
It's okay, Hatsune. No matter what happens after this, I swear I'll keep you safe. Huh?
だから初音ちゃんは何も心配しなくていいんだよ。
So you don't have to worry about anything, Hatsune. Hatsune stared at him blankly for a while. But before long, she smiled and nodded. Tsukasa and Mitsubayashi observed his surroundings as they head deeper into the woods. He wasn't looking for mushrooms or edible plants. He kept his eyes level up to the trees, in the gaps between the trees, never once looking down to the ground, as he searched for a certain someone. It was likely that as long as no players died, and the game didn't shift into its next stage, this game would never end.